In this video, we're talking about how to take control of your business. Taking control of your business means you have a firm handle on all aspects of your business. That includes what your employees do, how you interact with your customers, and most importantly, your finances. And what I believe is that you need to understand each of your employees' roles in every aspect that they do. And the only way to do that is to walk in their shoes for a day. So what does that mean? If you have someone who's out in the field doing sales, make sure to do exactly what they're doing. Because in order to instruct them on how to do it better, you can't do that unless you can tell them, hey, I walked in your shoes and I know how to do it. I have sat down and actually worked with one of my employees or worked with a team member and actually done what they do on a daily basis. The morale boost that it creates within the team is amazing. You will see it happen within your own company. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty in order to give proper critique from all aspects. The next step in taking control of your business is really getting a handle on the most important part, which is the finances. And for a lot of people, that may not come first. Math may not be where you excelled in school. It's okay. Everybody learns on the job. That's what running a business is like. So let's actually talk about the steps that are involved. First, I recommend choosing a financial software that's actually online, an accounting software like QuickBooks, FreshBooks, or there's a few others that are out there. But most importantly is doing one that automates with a lot of the other aspects of your life, which includes bank accounts, credit cards, and so forth. So if your financial accounting software can do that, that's a first step. And it's very, very affordable. It's usually under $50 a month, and it will make a world of difference when you're trying to understand your business. Another aspect of taking control of your business is possibly doing the bookkeeping yourself. I know this is a big challenge and it's something that is often outsourced. But in order to really get a handle on your numbers, you need to learn your numbers. You need to learn all the aspects of the business as I recommended earlier. And that means getting your hands dirty in the accounting software. And it's not that difficult. It's built for anybody to do it. The four main aspects that I believe in terms of understanding the accounting software are customers, vendors, banking, and reporting. Customers are the actual revenue. Vendors are your bills and your expenses. Reporting is the reports that we're gonna talk about: the profit and loss statement, the balance sheet, accounts receivable, aging, and banking is where you're going to automate all of your banking activities, including your bank accounts, your credit cards, anything that can automatically import into QuickBooks or your financial software. Let's talk about banking for a second. It's really important, and it's one of the things that I check every morning. Every morning, I check the business bank accounts, and because you never know what's going to happen. There are always situations where there might be an expense that you didn't realize, there might be a check that wasn't supposed to be there, and you can't catch it unless you check your bank accounts often. I see many business owners that don't check their bank accounts often enough, and that's what leads to problems and not managing your cash flow. Let's talk about the three most important reports that I believe a typical business will encounter. Number one, it's the profit and loss statement, which tells you how much money you're making or losing. Number two, it's the balance sheet, which is going to talk about how much assets, your cash, or how much liabilities, which is your debts that you have. And number three, it's your receivables. It's how much money do people owe you. And that is really, again, the lifeblood of your business. So if you have a lot of receivables and you have a lot of aging, what we call in the financial world, which means you have a lot of old receivables, it means you're not collecting your money fast enough. When accounting for revenue and expenses, I like to break out revenue into multiple categories so you can actually see the different types of services or products that you're offering and run the analytics or reports off of that. If you just have one category of revenue that says sales, then all you're gonna know is how much sales you did as a whole. If you had multiple opportunities to sell different items, you won't know that unless you broke that out in your accounting software. That's first of all on revenue. On expenses, there are two parts of expenses. Usually for a business owner. The business owner usually has the day-to-day expenses, which are the fixed expenses, which is overhead, and then they have the variable expenses. Variable expenses are things like advertising or sales commission, or things that only pop up if a sale happens. When you separate those expenses that might have somewhat of a personal nature that's associated with your business, your accountant is going to tell you at the end of the year what you can and cannot write off. But from a business perspective, looking at the business, can you tell if you're making a profit or not? It's often hard to do that if you lump in a whole bunch of expenses that may not be associated with the business per se. Then it also includes your inventory, if you have inventory, or any hard assets. Anything else, there are other aspects of assets, but in terms of looking at the value of your business, oftentimes it comes down to your liquid assets, which are your bank accounts, and your hard assets, which are your inventory if you have any. Now, in terms of your liabilities, that's really your debt. Do you have credit card debt? Do you have a business loan? There are other kinds of debts, but in terms of understanding the value of your business, focus on loans and credit cards. So let's recap. Number one, make sure to walk in your employees' shoes and do what they do to get a better understanding of your business to become more efficient. Second, be obsessed about your cash flow. Check your bank accounts daily. Number three, get involved in your accounting software. Make sure to use a simple accounting software and understand the basics. Set it up, make sure it's automated, and then understand the three basic reports: the profit and loss statement, the balance sheet, and your accounts receivable if you have any. This will enable you to really run a successful business. So check out the links below in the description and make sure to subscribe for more business tips coming forward in the next couple of weeks.